We're going to show you the 5 stupidest technology failures of all times. The technologies seem to be outstanding, but failed because of customers' bad experience. So let's find the truth why such reputed company products fail to secure their place in the market. Advancements of technology in every domain has increased lifespans and improved the quality of life for people worldwide. Technology has vastly increased productivity since the ability of computers to solve complex mathematical equations has allowed them to speed up practically every task. But let us find out what type of tech failed to approach the marketplace. Windows Phone. The smartphone has become one of the most popular gadgets in the world today. We love using them because of the tremendous amount of features they provide. Sadly, they become a hotbed for the largest technological failures in the last decade. The Windows Phone was a resounding flop. Engineers behind the production of platform attribute its failure to the speed with which the platform was developed and the fact that it was based on an incomplete version of Windows CE. Microsoft's Windows 10 Mobile or Windows Phone was able to survive for a good number of years before it was eventually taken off the market in 2017. While the Windows Phone platform was a good idea and some Lumia handsets worked pretty well, the company struggled to drag mobile users away from iOS and ever-popular Android. Furthermore, little to no support from mobile app developers and the consistent lack of exciting features made sure the mobile industry market was an area that Microsoft was not going to conquer. That is why in July, 3 years after the introduction of Windows 8, the company finally dropped its support for their Windows Phone version. Ultimately, they had to shut down their Windows Phone manufacturing. You might have heard about Amazon Marketplace is a big giant in online selling things. We're going to reveal how Amazon failed to attract the users and customers for its product. Amazon's Fire Phone. After the success in its Kindle Fire tablets, Amazon thought it could replicate such growth by introducing the Fire Phone. However, just like the Windows Phone, it failed to impress mobile users who were already satisfied in using the Android and iPhone models. It tried to solve this by slashing its prices, but this did not work. Eventually, they abandoned these devices in 2015 after a series of losses. The Amazon Fire Phone flopped as nobody wanted it. Its hefty price tag put off many Amazon customers, its 3D features were flashy but largely useless, and its Fire OS operating system was incompatible with some of the most popular apps out there like Google Maps. Meanwhile, Amazon company confronted with a great loss. The company didn't try to invent such products afterwards. The phone ultimately failed because Amazon thought that the power behind the brand would be enough to make it succeed, and it didn't. HD DVDs. Among the manufacturers that have done testing, there is consensus that under recommended storage conditions, CD-R, DVD-R, and DVD+R discs should have a life expectancy of 100 to 200 years or more. In 2002, NEC and Toshiba came up with the HD DVD as the improved high-capacity model of DVDs. The only problem was that, at the same time, Sony in partnership with other top electronic companies came up with Blu-ray. These devices became vast competitors of HD DVDs. Sony already had its movie studios and a wide range of media partnerships. Therefore, it was able to convince other leading studios to create their movies in Blu-ray. The format war's resolution in favor of Blu-ray was primarily decided by 2 factors: shifting business alliances, including decisions by major film studios and retail distributors, and Sony's decision to include a Blu-ray player in the PlayStation 3 video game console. By 2008, companies had already withdrawn their support for HD DVDs, and Toshiba sank incurred more than $1 billion in losses. This was a nightmare for Toshiba, as it was the struggling and growing time of the companies. Google Glass. You'll be shocked that Google products even face failure. Google is the biggest tech company with over 1 billion users of its search engine. In 2013, Google introduced Glass through the Limited Explorer program. The following year, the company went on to offer the reality device to members of the public. Although its initial price was high, Google had the plans to lowering it for commercial launch. A majority of technology enthusiasts termed it as the next big thing in the computing platform. Unfortunately, Google had not considered the different privacy implications of installing cameras on the faces of its users. Companies banned this technology from all their establishments, while other consumers did not love its somewhat awkward appearance and high cost. The Google Glass was a massive flop. Tech glitches and privacy concerns aside, Google Glass did not fail for a lack of an innovative concept. It failed because it entered the wrong market as what we call an undead product for its initial target audience, everyday consumers using smartphone. And Google eventually terminated Glass back in 2015, but has promised to bring another next-generation version in the future. Samsung's Galaxy Fold. The Galaxy Fold's first problem was that the screen broke in reviewers' hands. It never made it to the regular consumer in that state. Samsung has taken significant steps toward improving the durability of its lines of foldable, making them water-resistant, as well as adding stronger screens with a more rigid aluminum frame. And while the company has released videos, both this year and the last, designed to inspire confidence about the durability of its devices, they still don't indicate how well they'll fare with years of use. Users reported experiencing several issues, including cracked screens and noticeable creases, shortly after purchasing new Galaxy Z Flip 3 and Fold 3 devices in the same year. The release of the first Galaxy Z Fold in 2019 was notably delayed due to a faulty screen, and Samsung has obviously come a long way since then. Ultimately, Samsung has lowered the cost to repair the screens on a Galaxy Z Flip and Fold 4 to $29, but only if someone who subscribed to Samsung's Care Plus service, which costs $8 to $11 a month, depending on the device one has purchased. These were the giant tech companies which failed to popularize their products and faced great loss simultaneously. There are a great number of tech companies that failed and could not survive and compete with the market rivals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe our channel in order to stay updated.